The movie starts and a girl runs towards the forest while escaping. After a few seconds, we find out that there is a cyborg behind her and finish her off by catching it. The scene cuts here and the three are shown. Has a girl among them and they are waiting for someone at the bus stop. Meanwhile, a truck arrives and they sit inside. People come to pick them up, take them to a house. They are identified as cyber experts, and the man who brought them here is an undercover agent. The agent took one of the men with him. The agent called his major as he sat in the car. He informed her about his team, that our team is in a safe place and one of the members is still with me. The events depicted in the film suggest that they are on a secret army mission. The scenes move to a village where a couple is shown. Then some tourists are shown. They go to the forest to have fun and then return to the next village when their car breaks down. The agent is shown in the village shown at the beginning of the film. Agent brought in a team member named Jance. The man places a device in the forest near the village. After sorting, he and the agent entered his base. There are his other companions. After that, an airplane is said to fly upside down in this forest. Forests are shown over and over in this movie. When the plane door opened, 4 robots jumped into the woods. When they jumped, cyberspace tried to control these robots. A team member informs his teammates that one of the robots broke shortly after the jump. If we don't control it, its destructive start will trigger. The danger is that he could wreak havoc there too. Jance tells the agent that if this mission fails, we will be jailed. The scene returns to the village where there are tourists. Some villagers are not satisfied with the arrival of tourists. They were about to finish off the tourist, but the couple shown at the beginning of rescued the tourist and brought them home. In fact, tourists want to get out of this forest safely. A boy from the village was called there. He knows the village road. On the other hand, Leap is shown in the forest. 3 cyborgs enter the village from the forest. Leap sees a robot near him in the woods. It was broken, but when Leap picked up something near it, it started moving. Leap enters the village again to retrieve his chosen items from the robot. Arriving at the village, armed villagers ask him to move the tourists to the other side of the forest. Meanwhile, the robots are shown in the village. They're scanning everyone. The robot counts the number of people in the village. These are men with weapons, and the major saw the data on his screen. Seeing this, the main discovered that there were tourists in this village. They found the plan ruined when they found out. He decided to end everyone. Now the robot has been ordered to complete it with. At the signal, they started shooting people. People panicked and started running in fear. A tourist comes up with an idea to get back in his car. His companion tells him that the robots are shooting from all sides. We're over if we go out. The cyborgs brutally finish everyone off. They don't even spare the children. A tourist is about to leave home to save people. The other tourists stop him because he will be killed if he leaves. After eliminating everyone in the village, they capture those who enter the house. Everyone was killed on the orders of the Major General. The Major orders his team to command the robots to finish off all the tourists. Because if Rusty comes out of the woods can complain about them. Like this, they can also be terminated. The girl among them is forbidden to complete them. As their major said, they ordered the robot to finish everyone off. A villager shot the robot, but it didn't affect the robot. Even the robot is chasing him. Meanwhile, bullets hit the robot from a house, and its attention turns to the house. Robots enter the house and kill everyone in the house. The robot is shown in the forest, and this is the scene we saw at the beginning of, which means a girl is running through the forest and a robot has finished her off. Tourists are considered medical students, and they come here to do research. The girl in the control room tells the gang that they are medical students. We shouldn't shoot them. The agents behind them forbade them to do so. A village scene is shown where some people have escaped from the robot. He finishes the last man standing. Seeing this, they were afraid for a minute. They hid in the woods. Meanwhile, the robot is about to smell the human. One of them notices a bomb on the surface. The man throws a bomb at the robot. Even after the explosion happened, the young girl told her companions that all of that had to be stopped. Agent says we can't finish the quest until the villagers and tourists die. 2 cyborgs fighting in the forest. Because of the war, their connection to the base was interrupted. Minister orders cyber experts to transfer data of robots to their computers, so their data will be safe if the programs are removed. The cyber expert girl feels bad and walks out of her room. She was about to call and tell the police everything, but the policeman came, and the girl ran to meet the policeman. But the agent finished her off by capturing her and stabbing her with a knife in the stomach. He walked in and asked the other two to pack their bags. He is talking about why this place is not safe. Now we have to move to another place. They asked the agent about their third companion. She told them she was out of here. That place exploded when they left. The forest scene is recreated once again. The villagers are trying to escape while hiding from the robots. Robots come and attack them. On the other hand, cyber experts are introduced in a new place. After adjusting the configuration, they discovered that one robot had been deactivated. Now their second robot's battery level is also depleted. Agent has to go into the woods to reset his battery. Agents warn them that if any of them run away from here until I arrive, their families will be annihilated. Arriving in the forest, the agent is fixing the robot's battery. The villagers were running away from the robot when a girl died. They're depressed about it. One of the boys asks Leap to go somewhere safe with the villagers. We're going to rob these robots. They combine with their other companions to do this. They had bad luck because another robot saw them. Before the robot finished the human, another robot came, which was the faulty robot because it jumped in the first place. By default, it worked the opposite way according to its command. This means that if he is ordered to end mankind, he is saving humanity. Now he is finishing his robot companion. Robots kill humans, because this robot has to save humans. Now the two robots are done, and the robot is working to save the human. So the robot finally starts fighting this robot. During the war, they lost connection to base. The Major asked the network experts to establish a connection with these bots, but that couldn't happen, and the agents on them in the woods. He wounded two of them by shooting them in the leg. They throw the bomb found near the robot at the agent. The agent was injured by this, but he got up again. He is slowly approaching the cyborgs. He stops them by approaching them with a gun. When they stop, our robot tells him that human life is more important than the robot's life. There's a big bang with that. The Major discovers that everything, including the humans and robots he sent in, is done there. The Major also creates an explosion in the network specialists. Thus, cyberspace and its systems are complete. The Major receives a call in the final scene of the film. Major was told on the call that we know that your experiments were the reason for the destruction of the village. Adults panic when they hear this. This is shown at the end of the movie.